Troopers, I hope you enjoy about the show today. Today's the new Dragunity deck profile post Ghosts of the Past. Yes, which just came out. They got some new support in that set. Yes, they turned the structure deck into. They took it apart basically and throw the new cards into the box, which is a bit of a shame. But it just means we're not going to get the structure deck. It just means we got the new ones instead, which is fine. So. We got Tempest, the Dragon Ball Storm, just to be a nicer standard, and just to be a nice standard. And if you get hand trap, this card's pretty good. It's also a rotor if you need it to be, which is cool, which is good for you. Next is Odd Eye Revolution Drag. Yes, it's your scale sometimes, it's your rotor. Just remember and keep in mind you can't summon anything else apart from dragons when you use this card's effect, which is cool when you punch yourself with it. But most of the time, it's good. It's a good card. It's scaled well, so it's going to come out quite handy actually this time, which is quite cool. Next, we've got Miss Valley Baby Rock. Yep, Baby Rock's just a nice standard, and it's not once per turn, so you might as well play as many as you can. I play 2, but some people play 3. Yeah, it's very good and very powerful when it needs to. Yeah. Next is Whack-Wind Step from the lead, just to get your Dragunity bounce music a few times. This is the standard you need sometimes, not all the time, but it's a nice good standard, which is cool, which is good. Yeah, which is good. Yeah. Next is Morphage Goliath. Goliath is just a good level just a good third game monster you sometimes end on if you need to, but it's mainly offered when if they can't do if they get past Heroic Steel, you just use this to say, oh, you can't summon from the X deck. Now that's just the biggest disruption ever, so that's just what it's useful. You don't play the other one because the other one disrupts you and hurts you in some other ways, yeah, which is a shame. Yeah. Next is Dragunity. Next is Super King Supreme King Super King Dragon Darkworm. Yep. Supreme King Dragon Darkworm. Yep. This card can special summon itself, so it's a nicer standard. You can get another scale with Gate 0 and stuff like that, which is cool, which is good for this deck. It's very good and very correct what you need to do for this deck, which is pretty cool. Oh, it pretty helps out for that and stuff like that. It's just a good dragon in the end there, which is good, which is cool, and you need to start some new combos with, which is cool. Next is Gate 0, just to get another scale. It's a low scale, which is cool, which is good. Yes, you do pinch some in this deck, but not very often, but occasionally you do, which comes up quite often, which is cool, which is good. Now we're just going to get to the Dragunity side. The Dragunity is Dragunity, Vela later, so this one can get your Dragunity from the grave and equip it from the grave, and then you can special summon your equip if you need to, which is cool, which is good. You can special summon from the grave with its effect, but that doesn't come in very often. You want to use it as to special summon it itself, then you get the equip, which is cool, which is good for this card. It's very good what it needs to do. Yeah. Next is Dragunity Vela Matia. This one can special summon itself by equipping the monster used equip from the grave, which is cool, which is good. It helps out a lot of things. It gets to level 6, so if you need it, you can go into rank 6, which is cool, which is good. But most of the time, it's just a nice standard if you get hand trap and stuff like that, which is cool, which is good. Yeah. Next to Dragunity Curse. Curse is just a good level 2, or sometimes it could be a level 4 for Dragunity Synchro, which you need to get going and get your combos starting, and sometimes you need that extra monster because you can't do one thing, you can do another thing, which is cool, which is good. Yeah. Next is Dragunity Ducks. Ducks is a good starter card. You need a bit of setup, but once you get the setup, it's very good and very good and very powerful. It needs to do, which is cool, which is good. It's good level 4. But keep in mind this one is when it's been normal summon, so it can get hand trap any time. So you gotta remember that in time. Next is Dragunity Play Strata. Basically, this gets Dragunity from the deck equipped, which is cool. But you can't special summon anything else when you use this card apart from Dragon monsters. So this card can hurt your X deck quite a bit. So that's why most of the X deck is dragons. But this card's very good at what it wants to do. You need to discard Dragunity first, which is alright, I guess. But most of the time, they don't mind being a graveyard, which is cool, which is good. Meet the new Dragunity Lays. Lace is basically a stender, and you can get rid of back row if you need to. So basically, if you have a Dragunity monster or a Dragunity on the field, this card can be special summon from your hand, which is nice. And if a spell card mover, you can destroy. But the main using it as a stender, it's good. It's also a beta, which is good, but so it's nice stender at the end there, which is cool, which is good. Then we got Baylinks, Dragunity Baylinks, which is cool, just equips it and then special summons itself, which is cool. Just a good dragon overall, and that's why I was using Dragunity, which is cool, which is good for a while, but then now they're starting to change the Dragon Maid sort of engine. Yep. Next is the new Dragunity Vance. Basically gets your Dragon Ravine from your deck to your hand, yes, and then it can special summon itself. So it's a terraforming, and it's a standard at the same time, which is excellent. Advance yourself, and then you can't special summon apart from dragons, but that's fine. The most of the time you're gonna summon dragons anyway, which is cool, which is good. Yeah. Next we played Card of Continents. Cards Continent just lets you draw 2 cards. It's not once per turn, so if you sometimes draw loads of tuners and you need to get your combo, and you get other combo, which is cool, which is good. It's very good and very right what you need to do for this card. It's just a good draw card at the end of the day, which is cool. Yeah. Oh, so there's 26 monsters. It's a 41 card deck. Yeah. Dragunity Raw basically gets you a Dragunity level 5 or higher from deck, all from the graveyard to your hand, or from to your deck, which is cool. It helps out for those sort of things, which is cool, which is good. It can get you Dragunity monsters that have been equipped. It could not special summon stuff and special summon from the spell and track card, so that comes in quite often. You'll be quite surprised how often that effect comes in, which is cool, which is good. 3 Dragon Shrine. This is your Rota, your Forward Sparrow for deck. You always need this card to be live, which is cool, which is good. You play it correctly, this card should get you quite far. Yeah. Dragunity Divine Lance is just you can equip to another deck, which is cool and gets you going that way. You'll search this sometimes in Dragon Ravine and stuff like that if you got Dragon Ravine in your hand, which is cool. We got Dragon's Rhyme to start your combos, to send Dark Worm, to send any dragon you need to send, which is cool, which is good. Just a nice road to the end of the day. Yep, one Call the Haunted, one Call by the Grave to stop hand traps and stuff like that, which is good, which is cool. This most of the deck most of the time can get through 1 or 2 hand traps, which is good about this deck, which is nice. 1 Monster Reborn to be a nice stender and to get monsters back, which is cool to help you out for that. Yeah, one Terraforming just to get your field spell most of the time, because you're gonna need Dragon Feed all the time in this deck, which is good to get you in that situation, which is cool. But you always can have your field spell because you have 3 of it anyway. You always have like 6 of it anyway. Yep. 1 Battle Savage. If you link summon with this deck, it's pretty good to have Battle Savage to end the field. Sometimes you have it, not all the time, but most time you will do. Yep. 1 Dragon. Now the new one, Dragunity Knight Area Hair. Yep. This basically is a negation and it vanishes the card, which is lovely. Very good, very powerful. The back row effect you never use, but the negation is good. It's easy to make. It's level 10, very easy to make. You need 1 Dragon Tuner plus 1 non-tuner, which is cool, which is good. Next is Dragunity Knight Akamax. Basically, this is just like a Dark Arm Dragon, but it vanishes the card instead, which is cool. And it's very easy to summon. This is just a good going second tool in general. Just wipes the whole back, just wipes the monsters, and then you can. It's very good, and we want to do. Yep. 2 Dragunity Knights Beaver Bats. Basically, this gets any Dragunity tuners from the grave and equips it, and then they can special summon themselves, which is very powerful. And just gets. You can just go bum 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 bum. But yeah, this card could be your standard, your special summon. This card could be absolutely anything you need it to be. You don't use it very often, but when you need to, it's very good. Yep. 1 Dragunity Gengun. Gengun is the combo card you start with most of the time to get Dark Worm or Saffron the Elite in the grave and all that sort of stuff. And you want to use it to make Crystal Win, which is cool, which is good for this deck, which is good. Yep. 1 Dragunity Knight La is basically just a good special summon card, and it can help you out with some combos if your card gets hand trap and stuff and you need something to make, which is cool, which is good. Yep, which is good for this deck, which is cool. Yep. 1 Crystal Wind, yet just to be the negation. Very easy for this deck to make, because you do Synchro Summon quite easy, so you might as well end on this. Most of the time you end with this, which is cool, which is good. And it helps out in those situations, which is good. Yep. One Herodic Dragon King of Thayas. Basically you summon any dragon from the deck, which is nice. Yes, it falls on Zero Trap, but it's very good, and when you need that extra card, it actually helps out, which is cool. You make this when you need to get to your other bits of combo, which stops you, and it's quite easy. There's quite a few level 6 in this deck, which is good. You can always special summon this, which is good. Yep. Once golded, because you get into a situation when you need 2 columns and you need to link away your guard dragons and stuff like that, which is good. And the extra draws are nice and stuff like that. 1 Dragunity 9. Phalas, basically to get the Dragon Ravine or any of the dragon cards you need to get in the right situation. And sometimes you summon the Dragon Wind Beast effect, but that doesn't come in very often. But once in occasion that does come in. Yep, you can't link away with that, so you gotta always synchro away. 1 Herodic Seal of a Heavy Fears. Yep, just to be that extra bounce to get the monster from the decks and stuff like that, which is cool. Most of the time this card is with your ending board. You make it ending board Crystal Wind, the new Dragunity Synchro, and this most of the time, and it's very easy to make. It's like a 2.5 combo. Oh, the half is because you always need this card, which is cool. Need 5 just in case you need it. It's always there just in case, but you just gotta remember, if you're always gonna make it when you need to. It doesn't happen very often with this card, but it happens occasionally when you make Need 5. Yep. And they're both guard dragons, MP and LP. It's very good and very powerful with this card, because it's special summons one for the deck and stuff like that, which is cool. You'll link away and use the other one, which is cool, which is good. It's the best ones of the deck, which is good. It doesn't come in very often, but they're coming in quite often, but sometimes you don't need them, which is cool, which is a shame, but hope you liked it. Okay, and this one just sounds to the grave. There's not too much to explain for both, and they're very good and very powerful when you do. Okay, I hope you, that was the last, hope you like my Dragunity deck list post Ghost of the Past. I hope you like it, and subscribe and watch all. Message me, share on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and all those. Yes, I'm all those. I have my vaccine. I'm back home. Be back home in about a week. I have my nice new haircut, which is cool. Next couple of weeks, we'll be doing our voting soon for our local election. So please vote. I don't care what party you vote for, but just vote. It only takes a good 10 seconds of your day. To vote. Doesn't take that long. Hope you enjoy what I'm about to show today, and subscribe and watch all. Good luck doing, and always have fun.